Now Adom TV Sunia Wote and Council Asempa 94.7 FM. Nnawotwe Yi media na pɛn so yesin konya yede brɛo. Abedakua wo mo ehwe basabasa ye course so ewadwira. Wo mo reporter wo mo de abetodwa na yeguso aye bobo ho. Ti se wo hwen abehu Zoom link no eda ho. Nti betimi adjoin wo Zoom na sɛ ne ayeye no no yaje wo so wadwen kyerɛ obi abehu report no wakan mu ba bi recommendations o mo ye findings no obetimi de adwen kyerɛ aba enche bia ebe ko Zoom no so na fe ya 5 bushon for ma ba Zoom no so of course obetimi the WhatsApp message no so o de aba number no ewo ho e beje be na fe akenkan WhatsApp messages ni nyina e de ama o meni ura Adib Sani or a security analyst so na Dr. Thomas Boabin or policy analyst so extra de suapon mu na ye twetwe enkomodok ma mensam emra wo ho ye twa ye ho no na nkampese ye hwe some of the recommendations and then be moving on to our second topic and cry ye moving on ye share recommendations a committee no yeah and ye di kan empatasika the committee recommends adequate compensation for the families of the two deceased persons, namely Abdul Nasser Yusuf and Mutala Suraj Mohammed. Adequate compensation must also be made, be paid to other injured persons, namely Louise Aikpa, 20 years, Awao Misbao, 16 years, and Nasif Nuhu, 30 years. These are the names known to the committee. And Patasika, the question is, Patasika saying, and a bit me, ama akuma atoyem, ma ya ubi uhonma. Yeah, say I'm free whole cry for what here. Doc.
Yeah, see. I'm say, oh, hey, as Ghanaians are. And yet, we hear, and carry his card and can hear you. Our culture, our emotions, and dignity, we are papa. And we share recommendations in our 10. I say, and yet too clear. Apart from say adequate, who determines what is adequate?
Okay.
A president and our family no amu ashiro monipano. No cry no. And at this point, you know, I'm here in Fimuno. I'm not going to say because also here in Fimuno compensation there the patenipa. And no na ede ma omo a be pata wo mo na e betimi apata wo mo
and no mu hia
and no mu hia be ma ma koma to
mo ye man na
asan ba ho amo mo re free niam kakra
okay
ya no so ate ana say ya nye careful ni ehun na sabi omo wo hospital dey betimi aka say ye hwe omo yade as part of the compensation because no omo ko na adequate no and no ye another a major issue but generally no say ya mensa must be no recommendations in the committee no aye to a very large extent omo famudie o se bo mabaso omo ayo omo djuma but the omo ye ni nyina no na ho odi ni nyina agina recommendations and conclusions o hear recommendations na bu hokra me akra achima adwen se me professor omo de kan ho say yes ya be ebi mu enwe body cams NCC and
training, education, entity
on their right, and we say. Meanwhile, the main problem, no, yeah, no, free, the way military, no, and police, no, react here, to some extent, everything like I say, yes, so professional. Because her recommendation number 5, I almost say it is further recommended that the military establishment review the actions of the unit. Now, I must send the when coin, which means say there's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, we more there.
On that, no crown. Essentially, more time frame. Say in 2 weeks and not in 2 months. And bring us a report.
More specific.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Now, Ubia or no fee say, unim right that you free. Bibia to me, hammer. No, yeah, I know far. We no can't say no. See me police station. I call police station now. They write and say on kohono. I say we nyamwa. And the mayor mama who say the kakra who say me nyamwa. And they be any say if about which charge here. And you know if he said there are some critical things I don't be here concrete recommendations on than because we have a beer anywhere a beer week. recommendations are vague.
Number 6, Doc, for instance, we further recommend the training of RegSec, MUSEC, DISEC officials in the Ashanti region in conflict and crisis management at the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College.
With the advert to Professor Echidansu.
And who training we more na ayede. Because there is something missing. I won't say, even though Omar recommended say any DC, you know. The reason I'm catching any DC, you know, and it's a continuous presence, no, and attention, but we have a panel conduct now. No, seriously, he was not there. And you know what Tia here say, no, so they call. What Tia here say for all this while, I say, we'll be catching them and say, Okoha, na soldier for Okoha, Cotton soldier for Mukanu, no Kohia. So, and I think recommendations in the once some bed in Kakra. Once some bed in Kakra. 7, you see the Nanka Bibiana may bring home, but the modifier no.
7, also we recommend the deployment of a joint standard operative procedure.
The development of SOPs in military police operations. Not just SOPs. Military for the core. Only the type of soldiers are no make me control situation because we hear report and say because someone na ben ho. Yes sir, what it takes to deal with the situation.
Okay.
Na ben ho. And you know operation what's the name?
Calm Life.
Calm Life. Or yeah, Calm Life. Sa nipa no skill now the Calm Life no. Obetimi e dey control reality na. That's a major problem. Until we are going forward.
I think it's a very good point.
Yes. Until we are going forward now, I'll say it to me who say this category of military personnel say about the worst scenario. See, he has some back it up. These are people trained for that. Yes, how far from recruit to be a and we saw what happened.
Yeah.
By Nekoko was only psychological. Yes. Even though I'm about to say. One of the strategies they use. Ubuko to general Ponte Ghana, and the peninsula no
intimidating.
But you know, and I think say them can you know, as a nation, I'll say we but and some education lessons say free mono. I'll say her kind of families in the befaso. Say treaty families ni ye no mutomo yamoa automatically you from ubetomo yam. So yes, and far on in the Padudo police for Google any equipment, any idea, tension because of Kroma, which is not good for the development of the area and the region as a whole.
Okay. I did the
other day, Nami Chirawa, DBN 2 warning shots, see. Okay. Yeah, 2 warning shots, see.
Okay.
Because bullets, a travel at a certain velocity. So even an Kobe or Honoma, a Bekobi. On them she like
baby.
Unfortunately, we because all right, but so adequate, no, I think it's not necessary. And come with me, because
the adequate compensation.
Yes, because media, you know, what's the definition of adequate? Because
how much is adequate?
1,000 cities, yes, you can be mommy, but for GCJ, maybe a chicken change. Would they improve, mommy? 1,000 cities, next year, the way I'm reacting. I mean, 1,000 cities.
See, 1,000
So I mean, and it doesn't speak to the issues.
But do you think they should agree on a compensation sum between the committee or maybe between the Ministry of Interior and the family?
No, you see, the family. But only a bare blood money to some extent.
Very good.
Because to me negotiating over a death of a loved one.
Yes.
So what I say. So rather a barrier between Ministry of Interior, any committee, and government. So what I say.
But Meno, I don't see the compensation say it should be only in the form of money. And there can be an interaction with the family. Say, so I'm about to yam kakra. Say, yes,
Exactly.
They might ask for something different from money.
We grandpa no more asasi bi da ho ananka kakaba be si sembe ho bi dey si so.
Si man ba.
Maybe exactly.
So,
it's true.
You understand? Nti eno achi na say government na ka say check we say so monje mfama ne mano every month. And there so man bisa. That will bring peace. Than say you be chesika. What is money?
But the other recommendation, almost see training for
dissect.
But I think, to some extent, I would agree. To some extent, because
but it shouldn't be only for Ashanti regional.
Oh, they be general.
Yes, it should
because,
be general.
Mostly, you see, regional minister, Nnawotwe chairman of the RECSEC, okay. Usually, we political appointees. One, he's not managed security before. So usually, name the implications of some of the decisions they take pertinent to security within the area. For example, Anka Ashanti Regional Minister, on Nimbambosema, he would have known that you cannot take a decision without recourse to the security structure on the ground. Okay? Also, Western Regional Minister, an information or you're privy to by virtue of the fact that the chairperson of the Regional Security Council brought it out to the public limelight. And Ambwa, because it undermined an active investigation, it created a lot of controversy, bickering, lack of confidence, mistrust, and At the same time, he donated, meaning whether to call it donation, 3,000 cedis to be used to pay as ransom. But there were processes involved, and usually ransom payment and not a last resort to. Because a number of research into kidnapping, especially Nigeria, because the most virulent type of banditry. And I've gotten to a certain conclusion, say kidnapping a trive where it is condoned. Okay? So without following due process, paying that money would mean condoning, rationalizing that action. Because honorable bet you have you. So what I say. And no last resort. Besides, there were professionals. They would even negotiate. A lot goes into it. Unfortunately, because of some lack of training, just by virtue of the political clout, or bet me I call it the shots. Meanwhile, there were serious implications on Bambosem in the area of jurisdiction.
Okay, so then there are other, the building of, establishment of a sports and other recreational facilities in Edra under the Zongo Development Fund, so as to rechannel the energies of the youth.
Why not creating jobs?
Thank you.
I know the Asenka, I don't know a better.
Because the me say me
NMD Kaka say, you for no bofu. Ye Pija Accra Sports Stadium kusi hokra menye sure say be ma omo atomo yam. I kro bebu no. Abufu no be kan bubu no. Enti na o se ye to yebo. Na ye ne experts ehunu kwan betimi de o mafa so. Na engage o mo na sa ya no kofom a. Na se omo priorities na ba ko ne se omo hia sports complex. Yeah, sports complex among because me say sports complex all over the country. Enti na se koye we ya na koye say ye nuawu na de wo de breye ne ura mu kura obekai de bia be bia obekai and I think say it's good Nigeria deserves sports and facilities, but I don't think say we inti say kusi sport complex
Minia e come to me ni juma how say make me akoshebo anything that me say upet me see Wembley Stadium but you see already especially Mantia and the youth in the area, they are frustrated. Okay, a lot of them are pushed into uncertainty. And there are no opportunities. Opportunities kakrano protocol list already nipa buefu. So
all right. But you better zoom no so. But Doc, my mission say through. So as we delve into our second topic, the MMDCEs list no abetoja already. Confirmation voting near the also at the assembly level. But you share our video in na fe area membra hona fe menji wadwenche.
One municipality, the renomination of Pisaku Tair Mumin as one mayor came as almost shock and disbelief considering the alleged corruption tag that has been repeated severally and hung on his neck by his opponents. Furthermore, the wedge between him and a section of MPP supporters, and above all, the cat-and-mouse relationship between him and West Central Constituency Chairman Ali Kamara, failed to dim his political career, and his name was once again dangled in front of the 45-member assembly to decide his fate. The tension that filled the 18-yard length assembly hall epitomizes the deep-seated rift and division at the assembly. As a result, there was heavy police presence inside the hall and outside. The voting, sorting, and counting of the ballots went on peacefully. However, it was not same with the announcement of the results.
A choice has not been made on this particular ballot, so it is therefore declared rejected ballot. One rejected ballot.
There were counter-arguments from bleeding-heart defenders of the president's nominee, insisting that the ballot that was rejected was valid for them and that the nominee has gotten the 30 votes required for his confirmation. It led to confusion and altercation, resulting in the assembly member for the Dego residential area allegedly slapped by one Admuda. Admuda was quickly arrested by the police. Another unidentifiable person was also arrested by the police as a result of the ensuing confusion. The Electoral Commission, however, made a U-turn in the results declared.
The yes votes were 30, representing 66.7%. The no votes were 15, representing 33.3%. Rejected votes 0, and by these results, the president's nominee, in the person of Honorable Alhaji Isahaku Momin Tahiru, is confirmed and declared as the honorable member for the assembly.
One municipal director of the Electoral Commission, Bernard Alaglo, further explained why.
Of the voter is clear. He did not make any mark on the no column. It was just a stain outside the territory of what is required of us. If a mark was made at no column, at the same time hot, yes column, then it would have been hot, a complete rejected ballot.
There was not much excitement outside the hall, which is arguably a reflection of the township. The re-election of Isago Traore movement for some is seen as a pirate victory, and he himself is already aware and has sounded apologetic after he was confirmed.
And I've opened the doors already for those who feel that my first tenure has not been so much good for them, that they should come in, and I'm ready to improve upon what happened in the previous period to bring everybody on board.
Earlier at Ndom, 36 assembly members converged at the assembly hall to take part in the exercise to confirm the president nominee, Raymond Nero. Raymond Nero is a 40-year-old teacher at St. John's Technical Institute at Nandom. Afterwards, Regional Minister Dr. Hafiz Bin Sali, who introduced the nominee, pleaded with the assembly members to vote for him for the speedy development of the municipality. Out of the 36 assembly members who took part in the exercise, only one declined his confirmation, giving him 97.2% of the votes cast. His counterpart
Salam and ode samane no efri wa mesri akrafo a amampani abo wo mudin a I mean assemblies no eto wo mo eso aba but mame come zoom ni so Kwadwo Ernest enedi kan mame hwe Kwadwo on mute wa fidie no na afi yenje wa dwenche so far koma ya twetwen ewo Nnawotwe Yi dwumadie no so Kwadwo yenti o
yo CJ madase ene akwanya ode amame na machia watiefo time ena mekasa free nze time so enra omokoto abano ema nominee honorable Dr. Lucy Echampon onya 100% na nkɔmɔ a motwetwe na nɔpɛ fa adwura committee report no ho me deɛ menim sɛ obi ɛwɔ ahoɔden na sɛ oni adwuma yɛ na wokɔsi stadium ɛde ma na menim dwumako a wɔde stadium ne bɛyɛ sɛ wobɛfa ne sɛ ɔkɔyɛ worker wɔ stadium hɔ na ɔsɔre a watua ne ho ka anaasɛ oni adwuma no ɔsɔre ɔnkɔtena ɔno ɔnkɔgyegye n'ani ɛduru anwummerɛ a anigyeɛ no bɛma no mmɛn anaasɛ dɛn ɛna ɔne n'abusua ɛbɛdi nti mede recommendations na aba no deɛ menhu nneɛma papa bi a ɛbɛtumi afiri mu ɛde ama timanwofo a ɛwɔ adwura ɛne abusua a ɔmade hyeɛ afiri mu ɛne wɔn nso a ɛprɛprɛ a mpo ebi wɔ hɔ a ɔntumi mfa ne nsa ɛnyɛ adwuma agye sɛ obi ɛna ɔbɛdan no no recommendations ne deɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ a mehu ne sɛ ɛbɛboa.
Okay kwadwo mayɛnda wase paa sɛ wo nso so wode wadwenkyerɛ no wode afiri time mansiri no mu ɛde abran yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛwɔ obi nso ɛwɔ yɛ zoom ne so a na oba na yɛ introduce pɛ na wa on mute na afei wakɔ wasɛm so baabi a wogina baabi a wo join ne yɛn afiri na yɛagye wɔn nso so wadwenkyerɛ Patrick Asamoah Minta Patrick Asamoah Minta Pat on mute wa fidie ne ma yɛn na afei baabi a wo join ne yɛ afiri na yɛntie wo Patrick Patrick Asamoah Minta, okay. Right. Mamenko, my name is Sini Kofi J in Finfree Mantem and Otun Crefree. And also did the election of the MMDCEs no be ano. Kofi, ma memo akwa banafe mimbisa a hefa assemblies do do saying and would any ADH na then of course supporting by one Kofi J.
Oh, no, got idea. But like I said, assembly me and then I'm a many ADH. Already can't to be but. No, I'm answer and medium and actually. The Dikai, Aguna is now Aguna is no Mamia, the man pen and not go for the bone dear Hannah Asamoah. Now, that and a nice Omukoton Swaba, Mukoshas. Now, assembly members and the government appointees in an omni pediasa. I need Casa Mutuaba at the Mamma and Bakovia channel. Na we say my men ntimi anya mu be half mpo 50% mpo wanya na watimi akọ second time yakọ no so about win the total rejection and
Aguna is Kofi
for the saboni din biem
Kofi Aje Aguna is the honor na one ama frimpon ye this no ana
yes
okay
yes honor na then is ama frimpon
yes
DC no
okay
that I know o panico for time no obey DC 1 year and abai sisa 2008 and obey DC kakra 1 year
okay
nti eno achi no MPP san ba ye no masama another 4 years into the 4 years ni o san senko okobiem enso nya dia me no ka se ye bo ni din eno na nam so nko bo ma me ha na Samuel din na eno nipa ekoto aba no eye ma akọ aduasa ba sije enipa ma akọ edu pe ana to aba ade ma me na 20 to no 10 to yes idea dance just my men ntimi enya 50% impo ono a wantimi awi na no so wantimi enya half impo na nka pese e bia 10 days akini asa koto aba e dia manto no say no age se man pen na dan kokufa ebo ni din biem na e bia asa ko biem se ye dia sa anye ye dia na age se ye bo ni pa fufuro din na ndi pa fufuro ebe contest na ye to no so aba enti ho ele ko ba say no party for no gaye and na NPP amunyo supporters nzo bu afupa amutisi ko mu na onwo ye ya kire ade ati assembly members and a party for company for say omo ntimi ni assembly members na nkasa ama maame no ye ntimi an confirm nto omo so ebo ntene se maame na amade a ene aba no nya de a obi omo de bebe a omo so behwe ame ato no so aba se obenya DC isan se maame no omo ogide se maame na aboa party no financial intina abase na nketwa se omo to aba edema na omo so de omo won no abeto won sa ewi eche ne ba gas out nzo enipa ma akọ 28 ana ombeto aba ewo no Joseph Nyani ona na ye MC ene da nyame chadum amomo sa aba edema na wa retain ni seat ana se ni MMDC position MC position wa sa retain bi mu a onya 100% nipa ma akọ 28 assembly members the government appointees no omo nyina eto yes edema na enna papa no enya ne tididi mu a what me afan jadi sanso na ba pim we jagba we constituency nso a na say we jagba we municipality nso a we Patrick Kumo ono na MC o ya 4 years and yes abo ni din bim ono body o ko no do time o cha say ye ko file no ono ngware nipa wo file ya obi an file anka no onzo nipa makoma kwa duo no assembly members and government appointees na ya duo no ono so 100% we Patrick Kumo so na so assembly members we jagba we na asa etoma na onu to 8 million go so na say district me nsa we na CJ na me di mani edi akire.
Okay, but so far baby I would do what the chair no Kofi basa yo bia ankoso e wo miamia.
Oh dabi we gas out ya na basa bia ankoso and before I go beto about to the no bia bo white dia dance pe face o ma to we dada sanso na ba we jagba we so the same thing but we are not security very tight.
Okay.
So apart from say na bia uminim de besi de but ni nyina no hwe two constituency a na security very tight pa military for and police for so ho no mo hwe say bibia twins okọ aguna istinzu a also na police for but after election na amano and na ka boys ne pese omukọ basa party office ko say say ne manenso bambo for hwe etimi e situation down.
Okay.
Ama omutu protect bibia basa bia though they were demonstrating na ka obutu so munya ya nkomba say ne manenso bambofo intervene fast ama biboni bi antimi ansi.
Okay, ni kwa no sika samo udi wani hunu bi sika envelope edi akwaniaba assembly members
sika samo de tije me person me boko municipality bi de but to aba no wie no me dis assembly members ni ka say mun go scan ntem na munye scan ntem ya to ya munye ntem ne enko out me say promise e ba mu no to the nya so ka obi na ba bi wo mutimi wi ni ye sanze otum say be promise on say be more say ya to aba na wi also 100% ya to wi dia confirm ai that one na some members ni make a statement no say ya to wi dia munye ye envelope no ntem fast na yenko binda. That is what the comment and some members ni and to hear there be a CJ omantimi wi na one thing is assembly members may be they are demanding high. Allegations they be demanding 5,000. Baby, I enter. What is the be enter? No. My assembly members they are demanding close to 10,000, 15,000.
Kofi Ajay, assembly member Bako demanded 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Oh yes, CJ. Baby demanding 5,000. Baby could be demanding more than that because baby what to say heat na no washing and the baby heat na no washing no. Baby demanded because American. Some members need to be no makasa we no so e cocoa season because apart from we no some members no nyam fa so bia wa assembly no so biem the obenya ya setting allowance and as be omo go assembly meeting and you know say every year the announce omo go 3 times first quarter second quarter na no and you know of course sitting bia so as assembly na be e dem ka ba bia so omo de was require 100 Ghana cedis and for 4 months ni na ska ebi assembly member obenya wa assembly hon 100 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Onya bibia eni entuaneka enti we no so opportunity a omo de to omukoko say dey do ebi a party MPP and NDC and a political party omo so do time here to abade MPs na so omukoko no. Da no omo so ayo omukoko enti baby a wutu do man win baby a ebi wa demand 4,000 and 5,000 maybe a nipa ni 5,000 normal 2,000.
Na say no you 20 okay. Kofi Ajay mame no ase na yem fancy ya Kofi Ajay ma na msini owo Central Region ana ode amane no e dia brand. Ma yen hwe se ye betimi akozum no so kakra ba before that no Dr. Boabin reporter me reporter yi e de aba wan so do wani adi the election of the MMDCEs. The issue and pempese ye hwe eye sikasema eno de as we speak minim kwan ya betimi ayidia free yaman no same and it cuts across abasisi at the assembly level yeah to aba ede ama DC and MC amampani abonidin no how to so akoyi sikasem enti sa ya nto ma doc ye ne dey na ye
CJ me da sibi em say fan say dey kan idea na ya bibia ye disturbing say ha adwene kakra but kakra me nim say ebia trend na a ekoso sabri no and be a different picture there but baby o ho a amoto aba no a genuinely no omo tuma nipa na omo peno no
yeah
na problem ba ko aye won say o head the office of the assembly member ya ma omo hwe o voluntary to omo come meeting na ama omo transport na transport ne kakra de be ma no ejina the IGF for assembly no enya so in fact me study assemblies bi not too long ago omo come meeting na many nipa ba ko 10 Ghana cedis the lunch and then the transport somewhere
and no sitting allowance and
sitting allowance in just a sky the man one no 10 and kra no a chire ne de beba because area bi wo ha IGF mu nya hwe o IGF and a common fund no, there's no provision say farmer assembly member until the ombenya no until yakoba sa na say gradually no nipa no nya the opportunity say obetinya vote atia and obetinya vote amawa na any opawasem kra ko be vote amadada kra stella no sa hwe wanim because or reject wa also obenya problem na the san wo mu biem ni say chief executive in bebre officer they were among to omo ne man so no ya na enye
how many assembly members in them
very good
okay
obi baby okay. How kwa project kakra bi be ba ebi a say school feeding ebi a bibi na aba a metim di ama obi a na say ebe fa ma ye bie no so nya kakra wo ho a oje ani nyina assembly member bi ehun akiri kwan it is a ko ba sa dia no munya sa opportunity dia ene na omo ayo imagine say wanye dia yenso yenye but ebi wo nso asije emfa ho ni card be mo Ghana for your culture your dignity your yes ebi wo emfa ho ompa osika kra o force na de man na so wa na de che na obeje still ometu atia so okay
in fact there are some assemblies assembly members na gata ana nominees na gata to mo ntuo say assembly members me ampo me mom sika om so wo monye
enti
ya ombeto amame ama
more dignity okay the famous ya ponko ejuso ya maponko yes o the more I will make can craft and now vote no creba form enti ebi situation bi e wo ho sir but the good news ne say contract to the nanko for join say a bit me di 1 year and say e bi no anya confirmed this year na say trend you know it looks good. It looks good. And one beautiful thing about we ma also here local governance arrangements you know the fact that so many areas without politics because I have to say almost 6 assemblies 100% across and you cannot tell me say because there are seats NDC there. Yes, logically no, I'm dominate. Nipa ba ko pekura mpanka say o descend. Until na say a good also but say o he aguna is near na say ampasa mo mpeni pa no a. I will encourage some members.
Okay.
Mo fit nipa no ntimi nya adwuma no a. O ma so ne form kra na. O se etimi tutia no.
Okay.
Na ye koye nim.
Okay. Adi my member ho na utie reporter if wa eba ya clearly there are pockets of disturbances here and there as we move along because we afiansa na other assemblies so eba beto omo there from where you sit say onim there or bible mu no how proactive should our security services be then ebe yanko say omo tra ho no mo hwe ya na basa yo no esi pressure ben and our sa confirmation near the election by security services no so Adib.
Well, obviously there were some flashpoints usually register a consistent pattern of disturbance anytime be appointed. But I think it is important, starting from the assembly members, lower or more expectations because usually omo be promise we na oya munipa okay you be appointing then from last minute maybe will be our presidency or one favorite then they swerve you and want to mean manage your expectations are, that is when you see it becoming something else. But that notwithstanding, still a critical say, you maintain some level of security presence, but most importantly, you improve intelligence. So you pick information, because usually before basa, you know, we pick pockets of information, okay, from the ground. So you pick some information, maybe you bet me I use diplomatic means to stop it from even spiraling into confusion in the first place.
Okay, right. I didn't say, ma yanshe say, bet me afa mizuma bushan for the baby you be na fe we are betwa me who briefly abayaba na fe moduma de ni na atofa na ya sorry so ma menhwe ne me wono ewa ha we dem say ni din bia ni ha opani sa wotime nka wo na yensa ka wi bo din na fe baby a o shey for odani afiri no yenti o padaroma opani.
Hello.
Yeah, nka.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Me pacho udin baby a o join you free.
Because I feel say you were quiet. I me Eddie because I feel say you were quiet. Now me can be afa ejura issue no. Yes, say your politicians ankasa. Yeah, near the higher politics. Now you say nyama enye. Yenya well structured policy be enfama Ghana. A bit me aboa o man. Because the way I drag Ghana kon. Yem kwara usuyon that edo how near the China be Ghana. Yes, sir. Send a doctor we are being a kind. And Kabe Boise, ye politician film. Not the Yan Yanka saying, not the Yanos Yanka say, eh, you know, fire drain, young come, na ya more my Ghana in a ye. Now we obey, yet the politics not be SCB, not be NTMPP. Let them be a Omano S.
Okay. Me say of every me say pa I am far Infinix Hot 10. Infinix Hot 10. Bowdin na fe baby a wo join ni efiri ni enti o opening. On mute mic no. On mute mic no I. Infinix.
Ye frame and Samoa me wo Accra ya na me kasafa Doma East Edia Honkakra.
Okay, yenti.
Your politicians now or more Doma East, especially DC or boy Juma dear. Nemum your best friend say Kronan Kazanka say ye district capital. Mpuntu Juma be uncle Kosovo. When you know in anado assign Aboni Din Somra. As at now, your core district capital anymore. CJ, me come to say district capital and Kasankasa police for ni baby or moti. Police.
Doma some na okay.
Doma East ya sem na making.
Okay.
One fear, yeah, district capital. Police station, you know, Doma East, yeah, one fear. CJ, me sister was small crew for amon wakwa. District capital new police station, abokwa ye. Ya open gusian in granty or ubenya. Police station quarters. Police quarters as to say, police for nya baby dan. Say police for high dine. Police for high dine.
My enda was na yen fancy ho we say we had time nanka yetumi afa so for mo zoom no bebre e dey account but me twa me hom me ba na wo twedwuma die ye bo nyina to fa na fe ya sorry so ye ba ya ba kwa ba bi o na wo twedwuma die eso ni o share live Adom TV Sanso Asempa 94.7 FM. We are back in the studio and doc so far off air na ye dwindwin sem the fact is e betimi ama bia to say this wa bo adwuma pa but e be do say ye confirm no na kwa bibia wo ho the MP factor the party factor ye share sa factors na fi menjo adwente
in fact CJ, there are so many factors and the president and the penny for can hono omo enema bebre ho ayete yakra no yenim and so ye criteria and as indicators amu gina so But every part of Ghana, factors are away heavily. And then you see DC, you know, are different. Area be where factor, no key factor, no.
That's area be a differ.
Area be the socio-economic development.
Okay.
Area be the ethnicity.
On free her.
There be area be where there is a tradition. Say MP every decider. This is intimate say free ho.
Free ho.
And say nyanya MP ni free ho na say incumbent na free be a MP ni free na utiri keka. So what them tell say because area no e be a population no e be a this ethnic group here 50%. We are 50%. Such areas among far development home. I don't think about me two critical political positions in one
side.
No, we the other side. Because I said, "Sana Ethiopia, but
yeah.
area be her." And he said, "Unya de ma sa de can we no ho group na omo ni obia no. One more manya DC, one more manya MP. And here next election they will go against you." And you know say one factor.
Okay.
And there are so many other factors. I hidden I yin. And until now, may I will appeal to supporters, no? And you will be say the open and now share factors be I say nka ya nsa mfa nipa na ama and nka eye. Eye wo adwene ne nsusu yeso. Papa na wote Flagstaff House no. Jubilee House no. Or was ro chen obia. Onimini ama bebre, before twa no wo hye nyina. Traditional rulers also play a role. Don't play a role. See, area be what we can as a fact. Omwa local arrangement said this time no, we enco from this family. Next 4 years, there's no power.
No,
be
TMB.
Yes.
Come on. It's a clear example.
Yes.
And some of my penny be body no crown. Nana ma himfo. Omo ye press conference say. Mayor and MC or my penny be body. SSR or ye.
We see.
The honey and just had the intimate in Yajuma. In fact, ne dear the down and I'm Pacono or ya Kenny or Ratas Watson or ya Kenny. But none said there be intimate a Kenny and Yajuma. Yet to be a young Kenny, ya Hunipa. I'm penny and pa. I'm penny this and no Yajuma. A man,
yes,
about Kenny being. Enti sa ahemfo factor na wo kan.
Oh, very critical.
Yeah. And there's another major issue for opposition, impositions.
Very good.
And no affecting MPP during the last election, especially MPs. You know? And that issue no is synonymous with ruling parties because obi benya sika kakre bi obenya power bi then the person becomes emboldened and go like they be way na omope. So because right, you see, if you are not careful, especially for young politicians, you easily become arrogant. So what? Because one kushi like you've never seen it before. So omo nyesa sika kakre no sas power kakre and then we become different humans altogether. And usually assembly members know if they say empower, even though laws and making it to some extent, from my layman's perspective, force down appointees down the truth of assembly because according to the laws, or try once, or bet me I try you. So what I say. But I would have thought, say, once Sanipanu Okwa and the person is rejected, because what happens is usually Omo rejecto then it gives them the opportunity to go down there and meet persons one by one. And in the end, Omo be accepting not based on their thinking, say obey Jumano, but just because of the kind of intervention that comes to play, you know, from the very highest point of power. Omo to me friend.
And sometimes threats.
Any threats,
any because they can withdraw you as an appointee.
You see, that's the point. Okay, so I think, you know, we need to really streamline things in a much more progressive way. So.
Doc, Mami announce phone lines. Na fi member Doc 0302 211 70124 0302 211 701 702 703 na fi 704. Fre na fe wo hwe yo TV so a dum TV no ana lo no kra na fe yantwetwe enkomo doc already emre ni nyina akọ we almost 9 months into the tenure of office ansa na yebo bobo say din womo ye yempeno na yentoma no ne ade no I mean, do we have to take into consideration development project and I do myself cost assembly because yeah yempeni nyina no 10 days I say somebody powerful din na the powerful no so ba no so yempeno na kakra impuntu djuma no say ye no na etwiko akire no doc you say on me ya adwene sa kwan no so
to some extent
okay
ba nye nyina
I see
say democracy is very expensive and a abutre approach of governance so one hwe na say genuinely omo nyina so papa bi pa say omo mpe obi na ofo so na aka say time into the manual 3 years na aka no ahwe adwuma obeye no ka edemo obi fufuro 1 year ko be ya brosa
okay
the here ne say enyina so a omo se omo mfa mpe obi no I say ye enyina so papa I take into consideration ye nyina ye yo ene ye nkoso e bia na mo nim nyama bi rom ne nete ho mpanyimfo enim na ja obi apushi kakra ma no recommendation enti no se eye no kura pa se de wo nipa no ho no enya na se nipa no kura ba president bit me say ye nefri ho asa akopin pa foforo enti anu hia na emom se nya sa na yes obi pe bibi kakra hye ne botom ana they settle personal scores there and ye enye
okay ma menda mabeja fo ase na yemfa enkomotwetwe ni nyina ensi ha ora Adom Sani ye security expert beja fo me no nyina mo nya hoho e wona otwe dwumadie eso ora Sani ada sepa as always na fe Dr. Thomas Boaben a public policy analyst and a senior lecturer ono so ebeka ye ho yenda production team no ase Wilbeck Kofi Ampedu back from USA with more vim and I welcome go asumsa Priscilla ura AC Ohene Joshua Tigo Mauli and a me camera sound and a MCR and obi bia say me the chief Jerry Force and I'm free the price for greatness is responsibility. Yakra